Hello and welcome to The Cut with me, Rebecca Walker, joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
And we have the World Championships Top 64 game here on screen. On the left we have Joe Zimmer playing Lanni Kingdom against Sean Hurley playing Targ Sea of Blood.
Yes? You looked at me really expectantly.
I know, I was hoping that you'd continue the commentary a little bit.
Yeah, Joe's got some Lannister cards on the board. Sean has some Targaryen cards on the board. More specifically, those cards are Illyrio's Estate, Drogon and Targ Shadows for Sean. And Mr. Zimmer there, winner of the annual Zimmer Wars of 2019/2020, has Iron Throne, Red Keep and a Gold Road.
Well done.
Your turn.
Thanks. Oh yeah, crap, I just remembered that I couldn't actually tell what one of the plots was, so I need you to tell me what the plot is when it comes up. Joe's from the UK, so we've seen Joe quite a few times in quite a few of our videos and whatnot, so I think he was glad to be on the screen. And Sean was he Canada? No. Was
he Canada? Yeah, he was the whole of Canada. He represented the entirety of the Canadian lands.
Well done, Sean. Was he from Canada?
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go, this plot. I can't remember what this one was. I think it's 342. I think.
So, Joe played Mark. 342 sounds like, I don't know, Winds of Winter?
That's what I was thinking, but I thought that was a strange choice.
Because, I mean, look how much text it has.
This is true.
So
it could very well be then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Winds of Winter has a lot of text.
That is a fair point. Let's go Winds of Winter.
Cool.
I'm just not sure. The art looks like it could be Winds of Winter. It's like kind of wintry feel on it.
Mm-hmm.
So March means that
Bye-bye Dragon.
Bye-bye Dragon.
Pretty good from Joe's perspective.
Especially when Joe doesn't lose anything.
I mean, I'm sure Sean knew it was a risky setup and that Lannister Shadows likely to be running unmarched. Yeah,
I'm wondering if there's a reason that Sean set it up, because so it's like Targ Sea of Blood, right? So it's probably going to be all the Dothraki stuff, and then overwhelming numbers. So overwhelming numbers only works with Dothraki, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think if Sean had a Dothraki in hand, if he suspected it might be marched, he might be better to put out a Dothraki character, because then he could still put it into play using overwhelming numbers at some point.
I mean, I'm sure if it was a Dothraki character, would Joe have marched it?
Depends on the character, right?
Well, if the character is Drogon, you're going to march it, but if it's, say, I don't know, Khal Drogo, would you march it? Maybe. But if it's Kotho, Rakaro, Jogo, do you bother?
I don't know, probably. Because you're not losing anything, and it's all about tempo, isn't it, in the beginning?
Is it?
Do you not think?
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
You're just being a dick, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, yeah. As is my prerogative.
As being, the world's biggest bastard.
Bigger? You calling me fat? Wow.
Wasn't he?
Don't choke on your Jaffa cake, will you?
We just had our first Tesco delivery, and I was very excited because I couldn't remember what I'd ordered, and I didn't check to see what I'd ordered, and I got a Jaffa cake box.
She also ordered a Terrier's chocolate orange mini eggs, which wasn't in the bag.
I reckon the driver nicked it. Oh, Sean's doing something.
Yeah, these Kotho, Missandei.
Yeah, Kotho using Missandei and egg on there to put Kotho into play. Sean triggering Missandei, but it looks like Joe is cancelling the Missandei trigger. So Missandei goes into the discard and Kotho gets to stay on the board. And Sean does have that plaza, so he can use Kotho twice. And got an event here, so Blood My Blood, paying 3 for that. I wonder what Sean's looking for. This needs a big right, or some form of character to be annoying with.
Joe has 3 gold.
Plus he's not used his reduction yet from the Kingdom of Shadows plot.
You have to be careful. If he has Mandon Moore or Robert Strong, they're impactful cards at this stage when the boards are short.
They are indeed. Oh, I think I should mention, I think Joe said put to the torch for Iron Throne.
Yep. You want to protect his red keeps and his Iron Throne, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Red Keep and Iron Throne on setup is great for Joe. They're really good cards. They're going to really help to control Sean's board.
Announced. Iron Throne and Red Keep are, quote, unquote, really good cards.
Really fucking annoying cards if playing against them. And Joe's got a nice bit of economy as well already. Ah, okay, I want to check this, because I always forget. So, if you put in a dupe with Blood My Blood, the dupe doesn't go, right? Because technically that card isn't still in play? Or does it still go?
It depends. If it says if that character is still in play, then the dupe will remain. But if it says that card, then the dupe will go back to hand.
Ah, should we check? Should we consult our memory?
We do not have a joint collective memory, Rebecca. You're going to have to search your memory.
Okay, I'm doing it now.
Meanwhile, I will continue to focus on the game. We have an intrigue challenge by Sean. Yeah, that's me carrying on with the game.
You're great at this, honey. This is why I put you in charge so often. Okay. At the end of the phase, if that card is still in play, return it to your hand.
So, yep, it would go back to Sean's hand.
Yeah. Which, as long as it's not dead, I guess is a good thing.
Cool, so we have Hagen's daughter and the nefarious acolyte taken for claim on the unopposed intrigue challenge.
Seems good.
I guess Sean's weighing up the value of using Plaza to stand Kotha and do a military challenge. I mean, there's not any claim to take.
No, but it gets that reaction from the Sea of Blood, doesn't it? And gives them that token for future.
Yep. He discarded a put to the sword.
To be fair, there's probably going to be very few characters on Joe's board at any time to use put to the sword. Does that make sense? And yeah, so getting to trigger Sea of Blood using Chalice Ear tokens there. I don't think there are any official Sea of Blood tokens yet, are there? Or are there?
I don't know.
Sorry, asking when you've got a mouthful of Jaffa Cake probably isn't the most helpful. What's he got there?
Gifts for the widow.
Ah.
Commonly used to go and fetch your beggar king. Although it can be used for other useful attachments.
Cool, so Joe is ready to go. What's he got? Robert Strong.
Yep.
Gets rid of the dupe. And does a military, which will presumably get rid of the main copy of the character.
So with that in mind, do you think it was worth doing the military challenge for Sean there? Or do you think he should have just kept Kotha stood?
I mean, he didn't know that Robert Strong was going to be in Shadows.
But he should have known if anything can wreck his next turn, it's going to be Robert Strong. So now he's had to sacrifice another 3 cards in his hand just to keep Kotha alive.
So that's all 3 copies of Kotha now, isn't it?
Yep. I think perhaps there is value in doing some sort of risk assessment in terms of you stand Kotha with Plaza Pride and you think, okay, so the pros of me doing the military challenge are to get the Sea of Blood token and get an event to my hand, i.e. draw a card.
And unopposed.
And unopposed. The negatives of doing this is if my opponent has Robert Strong, he's going to kill the dupe, kill my Kotha, and if I have to be forced to use the one in my hand, I lose 3 cards in my hand. Is it worth the risk?
Would you take the risk?
I don't think I would. I think I play it cautious there. I don't like taking huge risks early in the game. If I'm going to take a risk, it might well be turn 4 or 5.
Fair enough. So we've got At the Gates into Win or Die, and Sean is going first again. And Sean only had 1 card in hand left over from that last turn, which I'm assuming is the Gifts of the Widow. So he's going to need a good top deck here. So he obviously gets 2 from his plot, plus the regular 2.
Yeah, he should have 5 cards in hand to marshal with.
And Joe there has gone and fetched Gates of the Moon with the Amp Gates, which is nice for Sean, a bit more of economy.
Don't forget Sean has a card in Shadow, which could be Aegon, it could be Shadow of the East. One significantly more helpful than the other in this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess if he saves 3 gold, it's a bit of a hint what it might be.
We saved 3 gold last round.
This is true. Thanks. Because I'm on my bonfire.
I mean, it would have made sense to have used it last round because the red keep was knelt from the Kotho cancelling, the Missandei cancelling. So he could have used it if it was an Aegon then.
Maybe Joe actually said Aegon for the Iron Throne.
You said put to the torch and we're sticking with it.
Oh, okay.
That's the narrative now, Rebecca. We've constructed the narrative. We must stick with the narrative.
Yes, boss. So King's Road was attempted to be used, but I think that's been cancelled.
With the red keep?
With the Red Keep, yeah.
It's good play by Joe. It means Sean can't populate the board with lots of stuff because, I mean, using that King's Road allowed him probably to put out a big character and a smaller character.
Womb. Saving 2, so maybe not Aegon.
King's Road completely used for no reason. So that, I mean, definitely say at this stage that prevented Sean from marshalling a big character. I believe.
Well, let's find out what he's got. We're going to see all the cards at some point, right? When he chucks them? I'm assuming he'll use Plaza for 1 at least.
Yep.
We'll see one of them then. He'll probably just be chucking the rest of them at the end of the... Well, he should be chucking the rest of them at the end of the phase. Winnow's got a gift as well, so he'll probably play the gifts out.
That's if he didn't discard it for the third Kotho.
I don't think he did. But don't hold me to that. So Joe's got 2 cards in Shadows here, bringing one of them out. Is it the Regent's Guard?
Yep.
Yeah. And that brings Robert Strong back into hand. And playing out a card into Shadows, which may or may not be Robert Strong. You never know. I'm currently sitting on what looks like 3 gold.
He can't afford it unless he has...
Has he got is it the Gold Road that gets him...
A gold, yes. So that'll put him on 4 gold.
Yeah, but the Kingdom of Shadows...
He used it to bring out the Regent's Guard.
Oh! Does that work on the Regent's Guard? I thought the Regent's Guard just did it...
Isn't it any card that comes out of Shadow? Doesn't it reduce the first card that comes out of Shadow?
I'm not sure. Are you going to consult your memory?
I'm going to consult my memory.
Let's have a look. And while you're doing that, Sean is going to consult the womb and decide what card he wants to get. So he's got a nice option there.
Reduce the cost of the first character you bring out of Shadow each round by 2. So that's been taken.
Oh, okay. So Joe's only got the 3.
Yes. And the one from the Gold Road when you want to get it.
Oh, what's this one's name again? This one isn't Hago, it's the other one, isn't it? Oh, is it Hago? It is Hago.
No, it's Kahalo.
So mean to me, doing the face like I've got it wrong.
Did you hear the slap?
It wasn't a slap.
I'm sure you all heard the slap.
I cracked my knuckles.
Husband beater.
I was barely even a tap. That's how it starts. Sorry, guys.
Let's
Sorry,
see.
Richard.
I accept your apology with good grace. So, Plaza acquired
nice.
Missandei to stand Kotho.
So an intrigue with Kotho. And as you say, using the Plaza and discarding Sunday, so that was a nice little top deck. And it is 2 claim, so it'd be good for Sean to get some more options out of Joe's hand there. Is Joe going to make it so it's not unopposed? It makes sense. I guess Sean could just bring in Kaholo. Is that how you say his name?
Kaholo.
Kaholo. He's the Intimidate one, right?
He is.
Yeah.
So we've got Robert Strong in hand, discarded and reclaimed there.
Oh. Maybe it's not the other Robert Strong.
Definitely wanted to rep it. Keep the possibility in Sean's mind.
Yeah, it might still be.
Might still be.
So, I mean, Sean could do the power with Masande, I guess. I mean, Joe's only got 1 to take, but it would still be probably unopposed and claim. Ooh. Queen's Guard.
Nice.
That wasn't on your list.
Nope.
And he's still got 2 cards in hand to use for the restand.
Double Queen card.
So we've got the military, and immediately going to be discarding a card to restand. Protect against potential Robert Strong, in case Joe can get any more gold. So if Joe lets this go unopposed, it will be another win by 5 for Sean, which means that he will be able to trigger his agenda. Looks like it is.
Ching ching, agenda triggered.
I mean, I guess the only thing really he could get here... I mean, there's no point using put to the sword. Joe definitely said put to the torch this round, just to clarify. So there's not really a lot that Sean can use now. So the only thing that makes sense, I guess, is maybe gifts if he's got an attachment that's 0 cost. But I'd be surprised if he did. Are there any 0 cost attachments in Targ that he'd run for Sea of Blood? No. What's he gone for? Is that another gift?
Yep.
Maybe he does then.
I mean, there's another school of thought in that if you draw a card that you don't think you were going to use, you might as well grab put to the torch, for example. If you've got a couple of copies in there, discard it to reserve, make your deck smaller.
Yeah.
Means you're more likely to draw into cards that you will need.
Yeah, that's also a point. Sean also might be grabbing that gifts to give him more options for just resigning Kotho.
Yeah, I think it's 3 times a round or a phase?
Yeah,
I think
3.
it's a round, isn't it? So yeah, 3 times a round. He's done it once. He can do it 3 times now.
Well, 2 more times.
2 more times, yes. Yes, Rebecca.
Bolton Flare. How much does Bolton Flare cost to come out?
2.
Did Joe pay for it?
Where did that gold come from?
Well, he had 4, and he got some more because a car came out of Shadows. But I think he must have used the reduction.
Ah.
So
that's not legal?
No? Okay.
Because the card's already come out of Shadows this round.
Right.
Because the agenda only reduces the cost of the first card that comes out of Shadows, first character that comes out of Shadows, and that was the Regent's Guard. So he should only have 4 gold now.
Does the Regent's Guard... Is the wording on it that it comes out of Shadows? Maybe it's the wording on Regent's Guard?
Yeah, you have to return a non-ally Lannister card that costs 4 or higher.
To bring them out of Shadows?
To bring them out of Shadows, yeah.
Okay.
But Kingdom of Shadows explicitly says, reduce the cost of the first character that comes out of Shadows.
Okay.
So even the Bolton Flare is definitely not the first character to come out of Shadows, so he can't be reduced. But I don't know if it's going to be impactful at all.
It meant that Joe won Dom.
Would he have won Dom anyway?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, Kotho's 5 strengths. Bolton Flare, would he not?
Yeah.
Then, yeah. No, it's just a power. So in that case, it doesn't really affect the swing of the game.
No, he didn't.
Unless
get
Joe
Robert's
wins
or
by
anything.
1 power,
Yeah.
which I don't think is going to happen.
Looks like Joe's ready with his plot. So Sean now has no cards in hand, only 1 card on the board. Not brilliant economy on the back row, although he does have Plaza and Womb. I'd be surprised if he's got many more card drawing plots.
Well, he might have returned to the field, but that's not very strong here.
No.
So instead he's going to opt to vanquish some unbelievers.
Okay, into Joe's trade routes. So if Joe's got a Roberts, it doesn't matter if he's got Roberts strong, does it?
No, but this is the time of the game where Lanni Kingdom will start to turn the screw. Really push on, and then use those locations on the back row to fuel all the Shadows cards that are going to come out and ruin your day.
So yeah, Sean was just checking if Joe had an action in the draw phase even, seeing as he's got so much gold. Looks like Joe is happy for Sean to go into marshalling.
Yep, it's because it's the common nighttime rewarders play.
Yes, yeah.
On the trade routes turn.
So anyway, able to marshal 1 card there, saving 5 gold. Wonder what that last card is in hand. And Sean has a Myronese market that he's just marshalled. The token on Kotho there was to note how many times Queen's Guard had been used last turn, and they've just forgotten to take it off.
Don't worry, he's not been poisoned or anything. He's just going to die a brutal death.
Yeah. Joe's going all out on the Shadows cards now. 4 cards in Shadows, got plenty of gold to bring them in and out. So it looks like he's got a pre-challenge action. Knight of Flowers. And triggering for the gold, yep. And then Iron Throne. I think he said Blood of My Blood. Womb, which is cancelled by the Red Keep. And then bring in Cersei out to discard. Is that overwhelming numbers? No. Is it overwhelming numbers?
Yep.
Yeah. So Sean is screwed.
No card, can't withstand Kotho. Kotho could die to a military challenge.
He will die to a military challenge.
Yep. And then Cersei wins Intrigue or Power. I think it's probably game over. I don't see a way that Sean could come back.
Neither can Sean, which is why he's discussing whether or not to concede.
Well, GG.
Which, spoilers, he's about to.
Excellent. So, well, let's wrap it up. I mean, by the time you've wrapped it up, it'll all be over. We can tell who's going to win. Why are you holding out?
Oh, because like he's technically not actually conceded yet.
Oh, come on,
like,
get on with it.
He's got to do the shaky hands thing.
Don't make me cross, come on.
All right, there we go. So, that's the game. Congratulations to Joe. Got through to the top 32. Commiserations to Sean. The next round is top 32, and it is me versus...
You?
Lanni Kingdom.
Seth Lowe.
Yeah, Seth Lowe.
Indeed.
So, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I think it will be fun.
It's a little bit longer than this game. Yeah, look forward to that. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com. Why do I keep saying Patreon? Oh my god. Patreon.com/The White Walkers. And yeah, we'll be back with my top 32 game as soon as I finish editing it.
Yay.
Ooh, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.